Hello, fellows. Welcome back to another video. We're finally getting back to... I'm not gonna be doing these videos too often, but like a more real-life style video. Well, let's just meander over here. We got some handhelds, clearly. And today we will be ranking the handheld screens because I'm bored and I have nothing better to do with myself. So, let's start off today with the Game Boy. So, to properly test the screen, we gotta put a game in this guy. Gonna use some Super Mario Land. There we go, we got the Nintendo. Mamma mia. This is the screen we're working with. We'll turn that down real quick. There we go. You can mess with the contrast wheel, which definitely helps. I mean, you can make it, you can't see anything, or you can't see anything. Get it to how you like it, which I kind of like that. That's kind of nice, but... It is very hard to say this is a good screen. I mean, if the lights are off, no, you just don't play. I just passed away. It's not bad if you got light directly on it. I mean, like, that's my window and you can see it, but just not great. So I think for Game Boy, this is probably gonna be our our bottom tier here. And in our next lowest tier, we have the Game Boy Color, which again we're gonna need some. That's upside down. Gonna need some Super Mario Land for. Alright, but this one's a little better than the original Game Boy because, it's actually got color, which is nice. But I forgot how scratched my screen was. Anyway, this one doesn't have a contrast wheel, which is kind of annoying, but at least it has color. It's a little darker, honestly, than the Game Boy, but it's still better just since it has color and you can see what's going on. Just get a worm light and, all your problems will be solved. No, they won't. Just put the little backlight in there. This goes right behind the Game Boy. Next in line would have to be the Game Boy Advance because again, no backlight, making it hard to see. We got some Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga to pop in here. If I could get it in there, nice. Turn little buddy on. I mean, it looks nice other than the fact it's just dark, We can see what we're doing. We got our Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Just nice. But again, the backlight really helps for these handheld systems. I mean, you see, if I'm not in the light, you can't see it too well. But like if I go to the light over here, you can see it. But just since the graphics are much better and there's color and stuff, I think it just has to be in that placement. But just since there's no backlight, it's just... I cannot get that. There we go. Just since there's no backlight, it makes it a little hard to see. In our 7th place spot, we have the Game Gear. I cannot actually properly give this a rating because see, we got our Sonic Chaos. Pop him in the back. Turn him on, and it doesn't work. I need to replace the capacitors or something. Got to open it up, do some soldering in here. So it's hard to tell, but just from videos, I know it has the backlight, and it honestly looks pretty good, but just, it's kind of a graphical thing, I can't put it above, the DS or the Switch or something, because, the graphics are not as good, and that kind of has a lot to do with the screen, so, this is in our 7th place spot. Still pretty good screen, I mean, they're getting a lot better now. Coming in at number 6, we have the Game Boy Advance SP. This is easily the best Game Boy. I mean, don't even try to fight me about that. I do prefer the layout of the original Game Boy Advance. I like this a lot. But gosh, just get ready for this. I mean, we got our Mario vs. Donkey Kong here. Gonna pop him in there. We're gonna turn him on. Look at that. Look at that beautiful screen. And then since this is the 101 model, we can make it a little brighter once we see some stuff in here. But look at that. You can get it brighter and dimmer. I do prefer the dimmer, but, because this is a little too bright. But gosh, it's just such a good upgrade. I mean, this screen is beautiful. So you don't need to go and, you don't need to use your worm light. You don't need to, direct it towards the light. You can see it anywhere, and it just started doing something. This is the 101 model. I think the 001 is a little, it's a little dimmer, but Gosh, it just looks so good. I love this screen so much. So this is our number 6 spot. Coming in at number 5, we have the DS Lite. And if I'm not mistaken, the original DS with the clamshell that breaks all the time, that screen is like kind of similar to a Game Boy screen. It just gets really dim. So yeah, if I had that one, it would probably go under the SP or the Game Gear. But anyway, we're on to the DS Lite. So yeah, I mean, look at this screen. Again, I love how bright it is. It's a little pixelated still, like the Game Boys, but I mean, I'm not gonna start getting into those details since whatever. This kind of graphics was my childhood, so you know. Everything looks good. We can step into Picto Chat here, beautiful Picto Chat, and start drawing things. I don't know why I did not pull a little stylus out. We can, yeah. I mean, but anyway, like I was saying, I mean, the screen looks really nice. Both of them are backlit, and it just looks really good. I mean, you can see everything that's going on both screens. It just looks beautiful. And yeah, the DS Lite, beautiful system, buddy. And in our number 4 spot, we have the DSi, which I honestly don't think is much different than the DS Lite, but it's just a newer model, so I mean, it's got to be a little better. Yeah, not too much to say. I mean, if we just think about the system too, just adding to it, I mean, it has a lot more stuff, like a camera. It's got the goofy DSi sound stuff, but yeah, it's just a little bit better. I mean, if we're just basing it off the screen, I'm sure they're the exact same. I don't know really, but I'm sure it's a little better since it's an updated model. But yeah, for our number 4 spot, we have the DSi. Now we are getting to the podium systems. In our number 3 spot, we have, fittingly, the 3DS, which, let's see how long this will take to turn on. I mean, the 3DS, it's just beautiful. Beautiful system. 2 amazing screens. The graphics are really good for a handheld system. If it would turn on, there we go. I don't know what game to just get into. I mean, let's hop into Captain Toad here since it's on the system. Just to show you the beautiful graphics. I would get like Luigi's Mansion or Mario 3D Land, but since this game's downloaded to the system, I think it's fine. He's a little pixelated, but you know, he's our Toad guy. Beautiful. I mean, it just looks so good. It's a handheld, and like everything looks so beautiful. I think this screen's a little better than this one up here. I can't really tell, but you know, and it's got the 3D, which I turned off because it's kind of annoying, honestly. It's a cool little feature, but you know, it just gets kind of annoying if it randomly turns on, which has happened a few times, and it's just annoying. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful 3DS. I love this screen. It's just so vibrant and saturated. Amazing. I love the 3DS. How about you, Toad? W Toad. In our number 2 spot, we have the Wii U GamePad. I don't know if I can really count this too well, but I mean, it's kind of a handheld system kind of thing. It's not like you can take it with you on a walk or something away from the Wii U, but I mean, it just looks so good. I mean, you can't lie. It's beautiful. We'll just hop in the first level of the game, and I mean, it looks really nice. I mean, you got the TV too, but you know, what is happening? There we go. My Wii U's like literally right behind me. I don't know why it's having such an issue. Anyway, we'll stop bullying the Wii U for just a second here. But just appreciate the graphics. It looks really nice. It's really responsive too. I mean, that's not really why we're okay. I lied. I just lied. I lied to your face. I don't know why it does this. If I'm not pointing it directly at the system, it'll mess itself up. But I mean, if you are pointing it directly at the system, it looks really nice. I mean, it's a very vibrant screen. I love it so much. It's just so beautiful. So yeah, number 2. Wii U GamePad, if that counts. And in our number 1 spot, no surprise here, we have the Nintendo Switch. It's so beautiful. For a handheld, it looks so good. I mean, look at Mario. I mean, you can literally see his hair follicles. It's just amazing. The Mushroom Kingdom place is the most beautiful one. I mean, it's got Mario's wife. She's got to make her grass green and beautiful. Anyway. But I mean, look at this. It's so beautiful. I mean, you look around, I mean, it's just, dude, look at Mario. if we can see him here. I don't think we can. Oh well. Oh, dude, look how handsome he is. Oh my gosh. His nose literally is flopping around. Easily, easily gotta say the Switch is the best screen. I mean, out of all these, come on now. It looks so good. I don't even know how they did it. How did they put this on a handheld system? It's literally smaller than the Wii U GamePad and it works way better. I'm sorry, Wii U. I'll stop bullying you. I mean, just look at it. It's gorgeous. I can't get over it. I can't get over it. It's amazing. And yeah, that's about it. I don't know what else to say. I love it so much. So here's all 10 systems laid out. As you remember, number 10 was the Game Boy. Number 9 was the Game Boy Color. Number 8 was the Game Boy Advance. Number 7 was the Game Gear. Number 6 was the Game Boy Advance SP. Number 5 was the DS Lite. And number 4 was the DSi. And number 3 was the 3DS. Number 2 was the Wii U GamePad. And number 1 was the Nintendo Switch. So, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I mean, it's whatever. You have your own opinions. I just think all these... I mean, I was about to say all these screens are great, but I can't really say that about... Sorry. Anyway. I'll use them all. I mean, I bought them all. I'll use them all. So, yeah. I think they're all wonderful. Like, once you get to, like, these ones, I think they're all getting great, and, like, top 3, all amazing. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and goodbye.